What is up, my Raider Battle Buddy? You log into Raid for just 5 minutes to grab your dailies, and somehow an hour later your energy's gone, your resources are gone, and instead of a legendary, you got emotional damage and 3 useless rares. Congratulations, my Battle Buddy, you are now officially registered as a Plarium customer. But today, no, today's different, because today you're actually about to loot a disgusting amount of bonuses instead of Plarium throwing 5,000 silver at your face like there, peasant. Now, stop complaining. Today, we're covering the best starter bonuses for new accounts and alts, fresh promo codes with legendaries and busted epics, extra resources for the raid veterans still mentally surviving this game, and yeah, I'll even leak a brand new promo code coming in the next video. So quit staring at the screen like an NPC, hit that like button, and let's go rob Plarium before they realize they're being too generous again. First up, starter links, because starting raid without bonus rewards in 2026 is like walking into Clan Boss wearing gray gear. Yeah, technically you can do it, but why would you willingly suffer like that? You got 3 starter options waiting in the description. First option for people who like to play safe with stable progress, Rector Drath plus Fane. Drath keeps your team alive, healing, reviving, cleaning up your terrible decisions like a full-time babysitter. And Fane, absolute boss melting machine. Poisons, debuffs, disgusting damage. At the start of the game, these two carry half of your PvE progression before the suffering even begins. Option 2, Ultimate Gaelic plus Zargala. Now this setup, it's way more aggressive. Gaelic burns through waves and makes farming way easier, while Zargala is an absolute early game monster. Defense break, huge damage, fast clears, and she helps your team delete enemies faster than Plarium deletes the game balance. And the third option, that's the true gambling goblin route. Straight casino mode. You get 3 spins, a pile of epics, and a chance to pull Tholin. Yes, it's not guaranteed, but if that legendary drops, your account suddenly starts looking like you've already donated 3 paychecks to Plarium. And by the way, don't forget about the daily login rewards happening right now. Just log in for a few days and you'll grab Skeletor, resources, and a bunch of extra goodies. What a block of man! Honestly, this is one of those rare moments where raid actually helps your account instead of giving you long-term psychological damage. Alright, let's get into that juicy part, the promo codes. First, we're hitting the big loot and the fresh new stuff, then I'll throw some extra codes for the old raid veterans. Fortress. You want a walking tank? Congrats! This dude is built like a refrigerator, full of violence. HP burn everywhere, activates it with basic attacks, and keeps teammates alive so nobody just falls over and dies for no reason. And in hard mode, oh, he gets disrespectful. Reflects damage and starts hitting harder the lower his HP gets. Man turns into a raid boss when his life bar gets low. Get Demitha 26. Demitha basically turns your team immortal. Block damage, shields, buff extension. She's disgusting for Clan Boss and hard dungeons. And if you stack enough speed on her, your team survives longer than your motivation to farm Sand Devil. The Monkey King. For Sun Wukong, basically an arena terrorist. Enemy team celebrates killing him for 2 seconds, and then the monkey stands back up, drops crowd control everywhere, and turns their strongest champ into sheep. Wrath. Grand Oak Padrick is that old support dude carrying the whole team harder than half the legendaries in the game. Cleanses, debuffs, boosts survivability, keeps fights stable, especially insane for Hydra and Clan Boss, where your team usually dies before you can even say, one more try. Kitty Cut. Cheshire Cat is stealth, damage, and pure Hydra disrespect. You build him with evasion and speed, and suddenly arena enemies miss more attacks than your chances of pulling a mythical. And in PvE, he keeps smacking people while barely taking damage himself. Stag Slayer. What's up, dear? Stag Knight is one of those epics even old raid veterans respect. Attack down, defense down, basically mandatory for PvE, easy to build, cheap gear, and somehow gives more value than 3 random legendaries combined. Nemesis. A Kemptum is for people who enjoy evil little mechanics, poisons, hex, debuff spam everywhere. This dude turns dungeon runs into biological warfare, especially disgusting against tanky teams and long fights. Raid 7. Peel-Ups is the new toy for everybody's experimenting fun right now. Buffs, debuffs, solid control. The guy's loaded with mechanics. Honestly, he fits into current meta teams way easier than most people expected. All right. Now for the veteran freebies. Because old raid players love free loot too, they just pretend, nah bro, I got enough resources already. Hey, I hear you, I'm here to help. Gift from 2GT. Seasonal code with a pretty solid pile of loot. Don't wait too long though, Plarium loves deleting these things out of nowhere like they're hiding evidence. It's a certified classic, it's the PP 500. Hey, let's be honest, extra Plarium points are never useless. Empire, energy, and silver. And in raid, these disappear faster than your paycheck after one small upgrade session. And yeah, in case you missed the news, the He-Man collab reboot is live right now. Big 2-stage event too. So look, first 14 days gets you the champion plus a small soul for him. Then the second phase kicks in, where you'll need to put in a little more effort to grab a top-tier soul upgrade and even more resources on top of it. And like I promised at the start, here's a fat little spoiler for you. These are bonuses you'll be grabbing for free very soon. I already know this new code is coming. I've seen the name myself. It's just not active yet. So showing it right now would be pointless. The second it goes live, I'll drop it in a new video immediately, because on this channel we post working codes only, no fake garbage, no expired nonsense. What's the point? So stop sleeping, subscribe, share us with a friend, smash that like all the time button, and get ready for the next video. All right, look, hey, check this out. A new domination strategy. Jump in through the link in the description, grab Rector Drath and Fane for the easiest start possible. Claim your starter champs. Loot Skeletor from the login event. Use the code for Fortress. Then finish the account off with the veteran resource codes, and bada boom, bada bang, you are done. Now, you've got an account ready to absolutely erase PvE content, start playing, having fun, stacked with resources, and basically everything you need for a smooth start. All the links and codes are in the description. Keep doing it until you do it right, and definitely tell me in the comments what kind of player you are today. The safe mastermind or the full casino goblin spinning for Tholin? And of course, the sacred ritual, like, subscribe, ring the bell. See you in the next video, and may Plarium, just this once, bless you with speed rolls instead of another pair of resistance boots nobody asked for. See ya!